Oh, hi. I'm surprised you came to see me on my last day. Can you believe it? I'm finally getting to go home. I feel just so different. I just. I don't even know how to describe how I feel now. Like, the air is just so much easier to breathe, you know? And I feel light, and my chest isn't so tight. It's it's insane. I mean, I'm really glad you came to see me. Even though I'm about to leave, even though I'm about to have more time than ever to see you. Are you as happy as I am? I don't want to sound weird or anything, but I think you coming to see me and just, I don't know, being such a good friend in general, well, I think if you weren't around, I may not have made it through those surgeries as easily as I did. Knowing you have people waiting for you on the other side, well, it really gives you something to hold on to. I don't want to make it sound grim or anything, like, obviously I wanted to get better, but you know how it's been over the years. There have been a lot of surgeries that only made things worse. There have been many years where I couldn't even leave the house most of the time. And I just felt like, is it even worth going through all this effort, you know? But obviously I love the people around me so much, I wouldn't want to put them through anything worse than, I already had. Including you. The fact that you've stuck by me all this time, longer than the other people I've known, well, it's kind of held me together. Made me feel like I'm not a burden on everyone's existence, and that, I'm not too broken to spend time with. It's hard when your daily routine is different from everyone else. When you have to sleep with an air mask on, so you can't have sleepovers at other people's houses. When you have doctor's appointments all the time and you're constantly being taken out of class, missing recess like almost every other day. I just felt really isolated, And it didn't help that my parents kept treating me like I was this delicate creature that was bound to break if they handled me too roughly, They always were so standoffish, and I don't know. Having someone like you who saw me as a friend and not just a sick kid, I feel like I tell you this all the time, but honestly, I can't stress enough how much it means to me. And I don't even know how to tell you just how excited I am that now things are finally better, Like this past week when they were doing all of the checks, after I'd kind of finished recovery and I was feeling better and I was getting hopeful, and then, that anxiety in the back of your mind that tells you, well, something's gonna go wrong, like it always has in the past. And then when they said, nope, you're good to go, and then they booked the doctor's appointment for a while from now instead of in 2 days, it's exhilarating. I know it sounds so silly, like all the little things people take for granted. It'll be so nice to just get to do normal stuff, get to go to places with friends, have sleepovers. I know, we should have a sleepover sometime. I'm sure my parents would let me. After all, our families have been friends for like ever, right? So, they know I'll be safe in your hands. I didn't mean for that to sound weird. But anyway, What should we do first? I guess you're right. I have to go back to school now. Oh man. I mean, at least I'm somewhat caught up, but I'm just not used to being in classrooms. It's gonna be really strange. Do you think you'll be able to help me? We do have most classes together anyway, so you can, keep me company when I get nervous. I'm really, really glad that you're going to be by my side through all of this. And that you've been by my side for so long. Getting better and just being able to be a normal person are things that I didn't really consider could possibly happen. Which I kind of regret now because I never had plans for the future, you know? I never thought about what I was going to do after high school because I wasn't sure if I'd make it to the end of high school. I didn't know if there was another city I wanted to live in because I figured I'd be stuck in my parents' house until I died. I never thought about the relationships I wanted to forge because I figured I was just going to disappear from everyone's life anyway. And now that I have that chance of a future, my mind's been racing with all the things I want to do, and the places I want to visit, and the people I want to spend my time with. And I've been thinking a lot about, well, never mind. So, you're gonna accompany me home when my mom comes to pick me up? That's kind of exciting. I'll have so much to talk to both of you about. And get ready, my mom is gonna be acting completely different. Like normally she's always worried and stressing, but now she's gonna be like insanely more so, which I know sounds weird, right? Like you'd think she'd be relieved, but she's probably just as worried as I am that this is all temporary, She wants to make sure that we're prepared for every outcome and we don't get our hopes up too much. But I want to get my hopes up, For the first time in a while, things really seem to be looking up. So I want to celebrate. We should do something. Like, we should throw a party. And, I guess you could invite some people from school who aren't horrible. Because, well, I don't really know anyone. At least, not really anyone I'd feel comfortable inviting. Besides you, of course. We can do normal kid stuff. We can watch movies. Maybe even do, like, karaoke. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, I'd really like to have a party. Though I'm not sure what my mom would say, so we might have to do it secretly. You promise you can keep a secret? Good. Perfect. Every breath feels like... I don't even know how to describe it. I don't want to say anything too weird, but it's ecstatic. It's like being high, except obviously I've never been high. It's just like the happiest I've ever felt. My heart's going like crazy though. I hope that's just the excitement and not something else. Something worse. It's interesting also that I'm not short of breath yet, even though we've been talking for a while. It's a first for me, This is all a new experience. And I want to experience it all with you. Was that weird? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. As long as you don't think I'm acting creepy or something. I'm really worried about seeming creepy? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's probably strange that I'm so anxious about that. It's just, I don't know. Don't worry about it. I'm just being silly. Something on my mind? Well, I mean, I don't know if I should talk about it yet. I haven't decided whether or not I'm ready to tell anyone. Especially you. Yeah, I know I can tell you anything. It's not that, it's just... I'm afraid of... Well... I don't want to make anything more different than it already is. I'm starting life fresh, basically. So... I'm worried that if I say the wrong thing, then... you won't be there to help me. You promise you won't abandon me? That's sweet of you. I just don't know if you get freaked out by me and decide that we need to take a break or something as friends. And then I don't know what I do. So if I do tell you, do you promise you won't stop being my friend? Okay. Then I guess I'll say it. There's no one else around right now, right? No one listening in? Okay. So the thing is, lately I was thinking about how you've always been there for me, and obviously that's what best friends do. And you've been my best friend since we were little. But I don't know, when I'm around you, I just feel so flustered and excited, but also scared. And I'm constantly worried about what you're gonna think of me, of what I say, of us. And then I kind of realized that now that I have the possibility of a future, well, obviously I've never had any serious relationships before, because I never wanted to put anyone through the stress of worrying about me more than my parents did, right? Like, I was worried I wouldn't be able to do normal relationship stuff either, you know? What I'm getting at is, now that I feel, well, healthy, I kind of want to do that stuff that I was afraid to before. And there's someone that I think I would really love, I mean, would really like to spend time with, you know, and go on dates with, and get to be a girlfriend too. And you probably figured out what I'm talking about now. But I guess it's not official if I don't say it. Okay. So, I was wondering if you'd want to go on a date with me sometime. maybe? And we can take things from there? Like, I totally understand if you just want to keep being friends, and I totally respect that, and I won't bring it up again, I promise. You would? You'd go on a date with me? That's... I'm sorry, I shouldn't get too excited, but I, I'm thrilled. I can't believe it. Do you feel the same about me? Like, you like me like that? I'm not pressuring you, am I? You have for a while now? I think I have too, I never really thought about it, you know? I didn't want to start promising myself things that I couldn't fulfill. But that's all behind me now, and I'm really excited to... I'm sorry. I'm just... deep breaths. I'm still not quite used to this whole breathing easy thing. I'm really excited to go on a date with you and return to normal life with you and get to experience all sorts of things that I never got the chance to with my favorite person. Which, I mean, is you. Sorry, I'm not crying, I'm just so happy. I don't even know how to tell you how much you mean to me. I hope I'm not overwhelming you. Really, I know I can get kind of intense. So, it's official then. We're gonna go on a date. Now, the question is, should I tell my mom when she takes us home?